tournament. He's been shooting the threes, been making his free throws. That is a great drive, because if you're going to go against the zone, you got to get the ball in the middle at some point, but he just says, forget that. I'm going by my man. He got a great first dribble. And as we watch him there, he finishes with his eyes through the contact. Doesn't pull up short, gets it high off the board. Pro move.
And then he got hit with the delay of game warning, so both teams have one in the first quarter.
Well, we had some 3-second calls that got the Nets really excited last game. These delay of games are not getting anybody to stand up and cheer on the sideline.
It's a torture chamber. Curtis Jones lost the handle.
I did not see this a year ago watching Shamshay being this active, being on the floor. You know, we keep talking about how big his hands are, but he's got great length. He is active. Look, he's down. He's ready to go. There's anticipation. He steps into it. Not afraid to get on the floor, being aggressive with his hands.
Boo Buie checks in for Denver, 5-year guy at Northwestern. All-time leading scorer in that program's history, almost 2,200 points.
And you talk about a big shot maker for Chris Collins at Northwestern, it was Boo Buie. Big shots.
Nice cut and a pass from Harrison. And a foul will send Donovan Williams to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a good pass from Harrison. Put a little pressure on there. We got to administer these free throws a little quicker. I'm not used to that.
I agree.
Let's go.
We need a pitch clock. Hey folks, Summer League action continues in Vegas on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Tonight, NBA TV, Golden State and Memphis. Late one on the East Coast, 10:30. And then tomorrow night, 3 games. Phoenix and Minnesota, Orlando and Brooklyn, and New Orleans and Oklahoma City. It's funny, Oklahoma City, their G League team wins, their Summer League team wins, of course their pro team wins. They've got a good program.
No doubt about that.
Liddell with the swat.
They're a 365-day development program. There's no question about it. I mean, again, we were talking about with Bobby, the way Nikola Topic looks. This is a pretty good drive right here. Good drive. Brought the ball off the floor. Bobo showing some footwork.
Nuggets ball. Yeah, if you weren't listening to our first game, Bobby Marks came on and said he's heard that Nikola Topic from the Thunder, if he were in this draft, could have been a top 5 pick. And he's a guy who missed all of last season recovering from a knee injury after the Thunder drafted him in the first round. So there's another hit for Sam Presti, even though he hasn't even played a game yet.
He's playing so fast out here, which he's ready for, which you wouldn't expect that with a guy that's been off all year like that. But he has played fast, been attacking in the pick and roll game.
Buie, nice move to free up Jones for 3.
Now, Curtis Jones had an incredible couple of years at Iowa State with T.J. Otzelberger, first team all-conference. He is a bona fide scorer. There's no doubt about that. Well, if you follow Big 12 basketball, you're used to seeing this guy make buckets. And now it's right back here in...
Presidents in the front office. It's an unorthodox setup. That's how Josh Kroenke described it, with a couple of guys sharing the decision-making power, and then Josh Kroenke, of course, has a lot of say in that as well. You know, they got rid of Calvin Booth toward the end of the regular season, along with their head coach Michael Malone. And now it sounds like it's Tenzer and Wallace running things together.
Yeah, and Wallace was, it's great to see that he was such a good player at Georgetown. I don't know Tenzer as much. Josh Kroenke could play too. In fact, I was at Michigan State with Tom Izzo, started recruiting Josh Kroenke. Tom Izzo went in and made a home visit with the Kroenkes and with Josh Kroenke. He ended up going to Missouri and playing pretty well in his career at Missouri. And Jonathan Wallace, like we said, he was a really good guard for JT3 at Georgetown.
They've done a good job this offseason. There's no question about that. Do you view Denver as a real threat to Oklahoma City?
Yeah, because of that guy, the guy that raises the horses and trains the horses. That guy's ridiculous. Just put more shooting around him. I think the Cam Johnson trade was vastly underrated for the Nuggets.
So vastly. It helped them with some salary cap relief as well, with Michael Porter's salary going to Brooklyn.
Exactly, and the defense it automatically upticks when you bring him in.
Deron Holmes for three.
And that's going to be a great added bonus if they can find a way to get Deron Holmes in this rotation, because he's definitely worked hard in that offseason rehab, and his shot looks good.
He's made both the threes he's taken here in the first. Hepburn lines it up. Shamshay, the offensive rebound. He's fouled. They didn't call it. He scored anyway. Got hit in the face. Here comes Jones, challenged at the rim, and he scores regardless.
He's good. He's real good. I mean, he was must-see television. Somebody in that Big 12 with the way he got rolling. He came off the bench a lot early on for TJ Altenberger, but he impacts the game every time he's in it.
Elijah Martin traveled with it. Doesn't like the call. Watch Shamshay get hit in the chops right here.
Well, he gets hit, but I'm appreciating how good he gets it. Pushes off too. Come on, Drew. He pushed off. He could have called that, but he's got touch. Knocks it down. Not a good shot from Chucky Hepburn. Good two-hand rebound. Stays with it. That touch of his is underrated, and it's really improved. His ability to shoot those close shots around the basket he didn't have before he got drafted. It was all dunks back then.
Here's Shed guarding again. He got a hand on that spin move by Liddell. Now it's Bowie. Three ball is pure. Walter, the sidestep three, money.
Nice. Everybody in Toronto's got to be excited every time they see him on the court making shots like that. Where if he can get in that rotation this year, that helps that program immensely.
Offensive foul on the screen. Liddell said it. A.J. Liddell's chirping a lot. Talked with A.J. Lawson earlier, now Jacoby Walter. We got some intensity here.
Yeah, it's picking up, right? It's absolutely picking up. The Raptors haven't even gone on that frenzy yet that they're capable of going on. But credit Denver for getting some ball movement, good attacks. Jones was open on a three. Bowie's open on a three. That's uncommon for this Raptor team out here.
Nuggets 5 for 8 from downtown. Lawson the drive, the kick, Shed the three. Bowie finds Holmes. That's his first miss.
That's good, D. And Shamshay with the closeout to Holmes, helping in the paint. Great closeout.
Now Walter doesn't wait to take the last shot. Fires it, sticks another.
I'm telling you what, this defense is so good. When you got a guy like Shamshay in there that can cover ground and move, play the help and recover game, protect at the rim.
Nice move from Williams, drawing the foul.
Jacoby Walter has always been a guy that could make baskets, make plays, but it's become so much more efficient. Great job knocking down that three. Ready to shoot it right away. The release has gotten quicker since he's come to the NBA. He was always a good shooter and did a good job with it at Baylor, but now it's even quicker and smoother.
Donovan Williams, a great summer league story, a guy who's played in a bunch of different places. Last year alone, played in Toronto for the Scarborough Shooting Stars of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. Then he played a little bit for the Westchester Knicks in the G League. And he also played in Shanghai. This was all in the last calendar year.
And he's kind of back in one of his homes. you to be able to play back in here.
He used to play at UNLV after he transferred from Texas.
Exactly. I think he had a sister play for the Aces, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
Yeah. I'm not as up on my WNBA history as I should be, but I think I remember that.
Oh, Liddell with the block at the end of the first quarter. I'll tell you, Tom, every time we get a Raptors game, it's entertaining.
Oh, there's no doubt, because they are going to play hard. They are going to challenge you. They are going to suffocate you. That's what we're looking for coming back.
Your team's defense, but he said you're someone that everyone needs to keep their eyes on. How does it feel to hear that kind of praise from him?
Man, it's a blessing, but you know, I take a lot of pride in my defense. You know, I have a great leader in Jamal Shead, and you know, I'm happy to learn under him.
Well, and you guys have a really deep bench, a very spirited bench. I see them being very vocal over there. What are you hearing from your teammates in this game?
Just push the tempo a lot more. You know, they're slowing us up a little bit, so we just got to push the ball, get in the paint a lot more, play on 2 feet, and just make the right decisions.
Thanks, Chucky.
Thank you.
All right, Mel, right as Chucky Hepburn's telling you about his mentor, Jamal Shead. He gets called for the foul, and then he draws a foul trying to get around a screen.
Not a bad guy. Maybe he's 1 year older than him, but that's a pretty good mentor. Chucky Hepburn, there were so many good things that happened for that Louisville program last year with Pat Kelsey. Without a doubt, signing Chucky Hepburn led the way. He defends, he passes, he's an improving shooter, he can get to the basket. He competes every possession on the defensive end. And you know another guy that does that? Jamal Shead.
Oh, yeah.
Every possession with Calvin Sampson, and certainly what he's done here.
Those guys feeding off of each other. Shead with a little push shot that goes. And speaking of the Louisville Renaissance led by Pat Kelsey this year, Rain Smith is on the Denver Nuggets bench right now.
He's sitting pretty close to the bench. Maybe we're going to see him today.
To really shoot it. There's Williams fouled on a 3. Jamison Battle looks incredulous about that call. It'll be 3 free throws for Donovan Williams.
But it's a rarity right now. He's on his way to talk to the ref. No. Oh, yes, he is. He's going to have the conversation. But it's not bad. He started a bunch of games in the NBA. He can go talk to the refs.
Yes, he's earned it. Rain Smith.
Yeah, he can shoot it now.
Followed Pat Kelsey from College of Charleston to Louisville and helped turn that program around. Rain, Australian. Had a bunch of Aussies come through playing the last couple of days.
No question. There was some great coaching in that ACC this year. I thought John Shire had his best year by far. And not just because he had Cooper Flagg and Con Knipple and Command Malawach, but those guys got better. He meshed the team. 5 draft picks in this draft. They were the best passing team in college basketball in my mind. But what Louisville was doing with Pat Kelsey probably helped Duke that they only had to play Louisville 1 time. But Louisville, Pat has got that program moving.
They're expected to be good again, right?
Yeah, they've done great. They've got good money in the NIL. I mean, a lot of people have good money. They probably have great money. But he's very good at figuring out what he wants. He was an outstanding winner at College of Charleston. So doing the exact same thing at Louisville. They really play together.
He's a high-energy guy. Clearly loves basketball. There was just a viral clip of him from ACC Network with Wes Durham where he said he charted all of the shots in the movie Hoosiers, specifically Jimmy Chitwood. I think he said he was 41 for 49.
He did that before he had kids, because nobody with kids is sitting there spending that time.
Here's Boo Buie.
Oh, yeah. That's Boo Buie. It really is. He's a bucket. He got so much better at Northwestern, making plays for others, and his shot got better. But he grew into being an elite point guard at Northwestern with Chris Collins and Brian James and gang.
Castleton missed another one of those little push shots in the lane. Harrison, speaking of Australians, Keontae Johnson. A little too much steam on that pass to Harrison. It's picked up by Murray Boyles. 5-point Denver lead. Jacoby Walter blocked by Harrison, but fouled on the shot by Keontae Johnson.
Yeah, and in that situation, Kylie Murray Boyles did a great job. I don't know if we'll see this in this clip, but he's getting ready to hold the defender off on that seal, but Harrison comes across the lane to challenge and get the foul. Murray Boyles is one of those guys who was not a high recruit out of high school at all. Went to Wasatch Academy in Utah, dropped 25 pounds. And the South Carolina signee, he could have probably come out a year ago, and he wouldn't have been a lottery maybe, but there's so much upside in him because the jump shot is not there. It hasn't been there. It's got to get there, and hopefully he's working hard on that. Starts with his catch. Catching the ball, being ready to go up and shoot it, but man, you don't need to teach him how to defend right now. He's got that down pat.
That's going to translate, and that's going to travel.
No question.
All these guys just up into the ball. Johnson got past Murray Boyles this time. Williams almost blocked by Walter. What a closeout.
Yeah, it sure was. Sure was.
Murray Boyles, there's that jumper.
Yeah, get a chance to see that again. The catch comes into his body, and so he really doesn't get much step. It's a natural, you're going to fall back. And if you don't have aggressive feet to catch the ball and aggressive hands to catch the ball, it's very, very hard. He pushes it up from his stomach area, and you're just not going to be on balance. You're not going to get great control of that ball.
Well, we're seeing some good shooting from Boo Buie. He's 3 for 3 from downtown. Walter off to a good start. That one swirls out.
Yeah, you could put Boo Buie in any gym in any country in the world, and he's going to come out of there with 20 plus.
No way. That's a heat check.
Yeah, definitely was. He can make it, but you're exactly right.
And he'll head to the bench with his 9 points. Bowie stayed at the same school, Northwestern, all 5 years.
Yeah, I said Brian James and Chris Collins. I don't leave out Taylor Battle. His brother was on that staff as well, who was an incredible player when he was at Penn State.
Shed gets in the paint.
Got to go with 2 hands, Colin. Got to go with 2 hands if you want that board in the paint that way.
Johnson on the baseline. Jones out to Beekman. Right back to Jones for 3. And Shed taps it over to Castleton.
Now Shed's a little bit tired. This is time to get a great offense. He's got a sub coming with Chucky Hepburn. Nice pass.
Yeah, Battle alone in the corner. Not going to miss many of those. Bates gives it up to Harrison. Look at the 7-footer, and he dribbled it off his leg. 9 turnovers for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I don't know if we can give the Raptors credit on that one. He just dribbled it off his ball, off his knee, with the ball off his knee. Tyrell's trying to do too much with the ball in this game. That's not where he's at best right now. And if you're trying to impress, especially when you've got the ownership sitting on the other side, be efficient. Do what you do.
Lawson blocked by Liddell. E.J. Liddell says, I don't care that it's your birthday.
Absolutely.
I'm not giving up a layup. A.J. Lawson turns 25 today.
One of the leading scorers in this draft has bounced around, played for Frank Martin and Chuck Martin at South Carolina. Tremendous 3-year career there. He just needs the right fit. Needs somebody and be consistent with that shot.
Battle tries it again. This time he drains it. assist to Lawson. Liddell, by the way, has 3 blocks already. That's something he did really well at Ohio State. Sets the screen now for Bates. Lawson all over his airspace. Bates with a tough shot.
Nice play, great lift. He's vintage in that spin move, that pull in the paint like that. He's always had that. He just be on balance when he's taking his jumpers. It's going to get a lot better for him.
Throws it ahead to Holmes for the jam. And Toronto needs a timeout.
Well, let's watch Bates as he gets this basket right here. Does a great job at great spin, holds his follow through, stays in the shot. Absolutely, really, really good. But here comes Deron Holmes, older brother of Cameron Holmes, one of the best seniors in high school basketball. Proud of his brother right there with the basket, the dunk from Deron Holmes.
And what have you been up to here in Vegas, and how'd you lose your voice?
Well, it's been pretty dry in hotels, and as you know, in Las Vegas there is a lot of cigarette smokes as well, so that's not really good for my voice.
Well, you sound okay. Thanks for joining us. As you watch this team, I mean, we are amazed by how they're guarding. This is really fun to watch. Does that come from the top of the organization? Is that the emphasis? We want to guard and sit down and defend everybody?
That's our identity. That's how we want to guard. For us, everything starts how we guard the ball and how aggressive we are. So that's something that we started doing on a really high level this past season, and we want to continue building on that.
When you look at your present team, I'm going to start at the top. We had him on the other day. Scotty Barnes is still only 23 years of age for a few more weeks. What's the next step for him with you offensively and defensively?
Well, I think that Scotty is a great two-way player. He does an outstanding job defensively. He brings so much force and intensity. He has very high IQ. A lot of times I talk to him and we consult regarding the things that he sees in the game as well. At the same time, he's outstanding in transition. He can post up. He can shoot from three-point line. He can get all the way to the rim. Like, there is so much for him to continue to build on. And he's 23.
The play
and
is
he's
under
been
review for
already through a lot. So we're really excited to continue building on with him.
That's the announcement from our official Tyler Merkovich, taking a look at this foul on Chucky Hepburn. As you look at how your roster is building out, so much length, bunch of guys who can really shoot it and make plays. What excites you the most about being able to coach this group going into next season?
The character of the group, to be honest with you. We have amazing people that care about only one thing, to win, and to win in Toronto. Our guys are very committed to work this whole off season. They've been working really hard. They're a very connected group, and that gives me a lot of excitement going into the next season.
What's the next big step for Grady Dick? I mean, obviously he's got the shooting. But for this year 3, what do you want to see from him?
He started last season really, really well. I think for him, a very important thing is, first of all, coming back from injury to be healthy. When he has strength and he's playing with a lot of force, he's such a great offensive force. And as part of our identity and how we want to play is his defense needs to be consistent. And I know that offensively he's going to be able to consistently make shots and score for us off of cuts and then playing without the ball.
He's done a great job with his body.
Yes.
Being with you guys. One more from me. Great honor for all coaches that follow it. The European coaches are so outstanding. They just had their clinic. The European Coaches Clinic, and you were one of the featured speakers. What'd you come out of that clinic with? You say, you know what, I'm going to try that, or I'm not doing enough of this, being around the people that I know so well.
I mean, I come from Europe.
Sure.
I have definitely a lot of admiration for European coaches. Beginning of this month, there was a EuroLeague head coaches congress organized in Athens for 4 days. Some of the best European coaches were speaking at the clinic. There was around 600 coaches from around the whole globe that came over there to learn. For me, it was an outstanding honor to represent Toronto Raptors and an NBA and to have the opportunity to share knowledge with coaches from around the globe.
Potential for injury. Hepburn has a flagrant 1. Liddell will shoot 2 shots, and the ball will be inbounded in the front court with the shot clock at 24 for Denver.
All right, there you have it, a flagrant foul on Chucky Hepburn. Darko, hate to end on that note, but thanks for coming over and doing this, and you represent the organization with a lot of class, so thanks for coming over.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, you're a great
Appreciate
coach.
It. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, great to have Darko Rajakovic on with us here in Vegas. Bobby Webster sitting over there as well. Raptors brain trust as they try to improve off of the 30-52 record from last year when they finished 11th in the East. Liddell to the line. That looked like a trip by Hepburn. So free throw on the ball for the Nuggets. Got away from Shamshe. Now picked up by Hepburn. That looked like an offensive foul from here. They didn't call it.
Yep. Chucky can take a hit. I think we'll see Chucky turn it back up here pretty quick.
Lawson. Shamshe cleans it.
And he's fouled. Impressed with how improved he is in the last couple of years. It really, the shot will come eventually. The touch around the basket, the hustle around the basket. We know he can do things defensively. Look, he escapes, grabs the ball, goes right back up. Really good finish. He's really hard to block out because he's got such long arms and he's got such big hands, so he can keep balls alive to himself. And it's great to see this guy, because if they get something like this from him and rotations, the Raptors are going to make a quick jump.
You're backing up Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, actually, he's going to play a lot of minutes, but you don't want to lose out. This guy can bring more things. He's definitely got on the uptick with his offensive game around the basket.
I'll credit Ulrich for the improvement in the Raptors organization. From the top club down to Raptors 905. Beekman for 3, that rattles out. Masai Ujiri out after 13 seasons with the Raptors. Bobby Webster is the general manager. Lawson gave it up, Bates with the jam. And A.J. Lawson's got to retie that shoe. A little gimpy on that left foot, does Lawson. 3.5 to go in the first half. Nuggets with a 5-point lead. Shed the bouncer. Shamshe pounds it once, gets through the lane. That's a tough shot. Liddell challenged it.
Yeah, that's a shot that's not in the arsenal yet. That's not in the bag.
Liddell bumped by Mobo. And a foul on the Raptors.
Well, it was slow developing, but they get inside the paint, make the drop. Probably got away with a little bit of a travel, but that's where you don't want to get veered out, right? That's where if he can develop a little bit of a spin back, the shot fake, not a great place to hit him with that kind of traffic in the paint as well.
And Liddell's solid, too. He'll knock you off your line.
Oh, yeah, he's a vet. He's a vet. I mean, he had really good success at Ohio State. He's vet. He's you know, 2 years ago, he's out here, he gets hurt, he's done. He's in surgery before the summer league's over. I mean, and that's, you root for those guys. You root for those guys that are really trying to make it because it didn't go well for them right off the bat.
Do you think there's a spot in the NBA for him at 6'7", a little undersized?
I don't know if it's full yet. I think it's definitely possible. I mean, because he's still young. It's not a guarantee, but I would be shocked if he's not.
And Liddell only 24 years old. And there's a lot there. We've seen it on both ends of the floor in this first half. That time Beekman's lob to him, hit the rim. Walter trying to take advantage on the other end. Looking to isolate Holmes.
There you go. Be ready to shoot it. Beekman.
That's why he's a two-time ACC Defensive Player of the Year.
And there was no need for Walter to have to do that. It was a great skip from the corner back to the top of the key. Take the three. Take the three. The defense was too good. That's Reese Beekman. That's his calling card. Take the ball from you.
Me gusta la comida buena, este sabor me desespera, con ganas me lo como entera. Me gusta la comida buena.
What can I get you today?
I don't know.
On this, and my son's in Dallas, he would talk about all the shooting and the work that he did. That's a bona fide three right there. He's ready to shoot it, no wasted motion, great lift, great follow through.
Recovers the ball here. Lawson puts his head down, finds a wide open Walter. That would have tied it. Jacoby Walter, their top scorer with 11 points. Now 3 for 5 from downtown. Lawson's got 8. Long one from Liddell.
Fades. He falls back, and that's one of the things you asked me, is he going to stick? He falls back on too many of his misses. There's just not enough balance.
Ball was kicked by Jones. Murray Boyles fouled him and one.
Good play. Spencer Jones has had a really, I don't want to say it's quiet, but he's had a very unassuming, really good summer league time right here, coming out of Stanford. I mean, look at it. He gets in, it gets his hands in there. That is quick, right? Took that ball away. Good attack. Probably didn't know he had Holmes right there behind him, but he gets it off, puts it in, and goes to the foul line. He's got a great body for this. He's the kind of guy you turn around in a year and he's on somebody's club if it's not this Nuggets team.
Stanford's all-time leader in threes made and games played.
Denver's done a really good job of getting back in transition.
Closed off that passing lane as Walter tried to swing it. Here's Lawson again. Mobo tapped it to himself. Walter. Holmes has the rebound. And to your point about Denver's transition defense, 11 turnovers for the Nuggets. Just 4 points off turnovers for the Raptors.
Yeah, and Shed's not really in a big push mode right now with the ball, but they're doing a good job of forcing them into some offense.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, it's a good call. I mean, you stick that arm out, there's release in there. Did he fall easy? Yes. But you extend that arm, they're going to call it on the offense.
Shed pulls it back. Liddell defending. Oh, we got another one. 4 swats for E.J. Liddell. Shed thought it had made it to the backboard before he got a hand on it. Timeout, Denver.
Not bad, because the way that was progressing, they were not going to get a very good shot in this shot clock. Liddell is an athlete. There's a guy that is, he's well deserving of those opportunities. Look, good recovery. Elevates off the launching pad right there with that block. Great play, because that's a good drive, but he pins it off the board. You love that if you're an E.J. Liddell fan.
Denver trying to hand Toronto their first loss of the week. 11 points for Jacoby Walter. Deron Holmes playing well. We're in for a good one. Don't go anywhere.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world is still full of wonder. You just need a better way to find it. Introducing Airbnb Experiences. Master ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist. Or see Notre Dame with her. She helped restore it, by the way. Don't just see a place. Experience it.
The truth about DIY is you never really do it all by yourself.
Because this setup took 2 videos and a quick demo.
You can change your color here.
And all of this started here, detoured here, and ended
down here.
And this pizza wasn't delivery. This was.
I wonder if they do have it.
We do.
So whenever you start a project,
Don't worry,
You're not alone.
we can do this together.
So what are you working on?
Oh.
What's your mentality when you're playing the game of basketball?
Going out there, just going out there competing and doing what I do. Bringing a lot to the table, just making sure I put my teammates in the right position, put myself in the right position. And like you said, continue to carry that swag and play with that swag.
What do you think is your best skill that you bring or will bring to the Pelicans next season?
My offensive ability, my offensive skill set.
And we saw in the Summer League, you were ready to get shots up early and often. I think 2 shots in the first minute, hit a 3, got downhill late in the game, finished off the glass. Who are your offensive inspirations?
I would definitely say Kyrie Irving for sure. Just the way he was able to kind of pick his spots and get to his spots. I would say Steph Curry, the way he moves without the ball and the way he gets his shot up. And definitely probably Anthony Edwards, the way he picks his spots as well. And he's not afraid to take the big shot and to take the big shot in a big moment.
You were the first true freshman at Oklahoma to score 30 in a game since Trae Young did it.
Yes,
how are you looking forward to a matchup against the Hawks and Trae Young?
It's going to be a great competition. Trae, I learned a lot from him this past year, and we still talk to this day. So just being able to go out there and compete against him on the highest level you could possibly play on is going to be super dope.
What do you know about the Pelicans team that you're joining?
We have a great team, young core, and we're going to go out there and play hard. And a lot of guys reached out, so everything just seems genuine. And once we step on the court, we're going to be together. We're going to play against somebody else and beat somebody.
When you think about your career you're about to embark on,
yes, sir.
And let's go 10 years down the line,
yes, sir.
If you can tell yourself this would be what my ideal career looks like, fill in that blank for me.
I would definitely say top two point guard of all time. Just bring a lot to the table and just continue to show everybody what I'm capable of every time I step on the floor, and just focus on the game that's ahead of me and the practice that's ahead of me.
All right, well, I'll be watching.
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you, Jeremiah.
Yes,
Enjoy
sir.
the ride.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior.
you got to go where Boo Booey goes because he can fire it from deep. He's got far above NBA level efficiency shooting the ball. I mean, they had it for a long time, but that's what you love to see right there. If you're a Nuggets fan or you're a Nuggets personnel, Deron Holmes being confident, being comfortable, making plays, diving on the floor, quick reactions. For a guy that didn't get to play last year, you're feeling really, really good if you're watching him in this summer league.
Guy who they were really excited about when they took him out of Dayton. And what a comeback story for him, Deron Holmes. In his first summer league game, his first game in a Nuggets uniform last year, tore his Achilles. He's come all the way back to the scene of the crime, if you will. And he has looked good for Denver so far. And there's a turnover, a Shed pressuring the ball, diving on the floor. Staying here with the Nuggets. That is a foul. It's on Shed. Clapping it up.
Hustle play, moving on, not talking to the refs, just getting ready to play. It's really what it should be about.
Just the second foul on Shed. He'll use all 10 fouls.
Who's going to be the Marjon Beauchamp of this game, who just wasn't really there the first half, and all of a sudden they went in there and put the cape on, and here they come.
Barely even inbound the ball. They can't. Jacoby Walter with a takeaway.
Great pressure.
Jamison Battle missed the three, and Colin Castleton called for the foul on the rebound.
That's an obvious call. I mean, he's right in front of the referee right there. He leaves the jump, you hit him in the back. Now, maybe that's not called down the road, but here you got to call that. Really, Colin Castleton's got to become a two-hand rebounder and be able to play off both shoulders, but go up and get it with two hands. You're in position, you're long enough.
Stuff that might have worked in college will not work at this
exactly.
level.
Not at all. Good
Beekman,
play by Beekman. Good play. You want to see he's got his teammate Ryan Dunn sitting in the end zone watching him play.
First 2 points for Reese Beekman. Great hands by Deron Holmes. On the break, Holmes wrapped up by Shed to prevent the fast break. Be a side out, no shot.
Now, Holmes has played so much confidence. Great hand getting on the ball. Was not a good pass, but Holmes was down, had his hands extended, read it. All right, drives, gets the take foul. Oh, do you call it a take foul that close to the rim? Just didn't want to give him the layup.
No take foul.
Yeah, I didn't want to give him the layup.
Yeah, just a side out, but again, the Raptors' pressure forcing the Nuggets to struggle with the inbound and take a timeout.
It's the big summer sale. Shop and save on styles made to match your summer energy. Only at K.
I think I like sports now.
No way. The gecko was just spotted down the street.
I've always wanted to meet him. Ever since Geico's 24/7 emergency roadside service got us out of a jam.
Sounds like you got more than just savings, my dudes.
So do we know you?
Oh, I'm just a stranger who loves friendly service and American football.
Okay. Something to drink?
Oh, yes, spot of tea.
improvement on his three-point shot.
He's a big part of Phoenix's future.
Has to be, because he could always defend. now that jumper's becoming much better.
It'll stay with the Nuggets with 14 to shoot. There is Reese Beekman, great player at Virginia, two-time ACC Defensive Player of the Year. From the moment he stepped on campus, he was an impact guy as a true freshman.
We had about 5 holds offensively and defensively. All 5 would have been called on Sunday. They've kind of loosened up the holding calls.
I like that. Do you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let him play a little bit. Shad gets it to go.
He's really good at that. He developed that late in his career at Houston, and he has brought that to the NBA. He's so good with his footwork in the paint, getting that lift.
Beekman glides to the hole.
That's too easy. And that's too easy if you're Jamison Battle. I mean, you got to get back in front of the ball better. And we see it. Turns the corner, gets the dribble lifted, keeps it high. Great separation on that ball screen. He needs to see the ball. He's like everybody else. You can be a catalyst defensively, run the team. You've got to see the ball go through the basket every once in a while. Turns your energy right back up.
Shamshay checks in for Castleton. Murray Boyle still out there, 9th pick in the draft out of South Carolina. Walter finds Battle. Again, good hands from Denver. Spencer Jones jumping
really
the pass.
quick hands. Really quick. Great anticipation. This is the right play by Battle. Spencer Jones had the activity to get the deflection.
Shamshay screen. Shed again. Penetrates and scores it. +1.
Good play. Great hesitation by there with Shed, but the screen from Shamshay was what created the opening. He gets in the roll. He's really hurting you now with that little 1-foot floater. Very, very good ball. Very good possession for Toronto there.
Jamal Shed, a tone setter. Not going to let you bring the ball up like it's a picnic. It's going to make you earn everything. Defending Beekman here. Holmes trying to rip past Murray Boyles. That's a tall task. Beekman stripped. Shed just took it from him.
Yeah, their rotations, their hand quickness, really good. That's what he's got to get to right there.
Look at that. Jamal Shed feeling it here in the 3rd.
He becomes consistent there. That is going to be a big part of his minute move up in Toronto.
Holmes was blocked. Murray Boyles got a piece. Walter would have gotten away with a double dribble there. Shed again. Now Murray Boyles drives it. Jones fouled, and he's going to the line with a chance to give the Raptors the lead.
Yeah, that's a very good play. He caught that somewhere near the top of the key. Always a very good elbow player. You know, coming out of those elbows in South Carolina. Now driving it off the top of the key, lowers that shoulder. Got to affect the game, and getting to the bonus for your team or for yourself is a great way to do it. I think Colin Murray-Boyles is going to be fantastic. I mean, I really do. I think as long as people are patient with him and they get the right corrections into his shot and how he prepares for that, because he seems to have everything else that goes into being a really, really good NBA basketball. The defense is phenomenal.
Got his own miss. Now in a tie game, the Raptors have not led yet. Murray Boyles for 3.
There you go. Feet were set. It's closer to the line where he's comfortable right now.
It's a 10-0 Toronto run. Offensive foul on Tyrell Harrison.
Now this is where momentum is up for grabs, because right now Toronto is taking it. All right, they are in the midst of taking this. This is where, if you're Reese Beekman, the leadership on this team, you got to bear down, talk to your team, and get a stop. It's not on the coaches. You want to show the people on the sideline that you have the leadership to get your team locked back in and get a stop.
Shed, look at that first step. Bounces it for Shamshay. Nuggets ball.
Yeah, it's a tough place to hit Shamshay. Okay, so his hands aren't great. They're so big. They're not terrible, but they're not great. You want to give him every opportunity he can to make a good catch so he can get a finish.
And you saw Shed saying, it's my fault. Should have gone up with it. Battle chasing Bates.
It's impressive watching. He's going to carve out a 10-year-plus career.
Almost had the rebound. Harrison had a hand on it for Denver. Murray Boyles was out of bounds. It looked like it hit the back of the backboard. Who touched it last?
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think Jamison Battle even had a two-way when he was out here last year. And he earned one after, but he has done a fantastic job of playing to his strengths with the shooting, right, the unselfishness, the ball movement, guarding hard, and he's adding things to it all the time.
Yeah, it was off Murray Boyles, so Nuggets ball side out. Jamison Battle hit the second most threes by a rookie in Raptors franchise history. Only Damon Stoudemire had more. Holmes fouled by Murray Boyles.
As we look at it right here, okay, he's got his hands. He's got to keep the hands out and be active. Must have swiped.
But Murray Boyles, I mean, even though the shot's still coming along, because of the way he defends, it's going to be hard to keep him on the bench, even as a rookie.
No, absolutely. You're so right about that, because that's his calling card, and you know he can help you win. The biggest thing, even before the jump shots, is making sure that he can make the free throws, so you can play him in late game situations. So the free throw percentages become real, especially in those last 4 minutes of a game. The shot will come. I've said that a bunch of times. If he's given the right mechanics and the proper catch and release.
Holmes missed it again. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how this Raptors rotation unfolds as Walter line drive three goes. Because you got quickly Barrett, Barnes, Ingram, and Pirtle, and then you start to look at the bench, and there's a lot of depth now. Grady Dick, Jamal Shed. How about this guy? How about you go to Walter?
Yeah. You're excited about that. That's what Masai and that group envisioned when they drafted him.
This is a 14-0
watching this
run.
crowd, but Jacoby Walter is going to be a very good NBA player for a long time, and we're getting to see it happen right here in the Summer League. Look at that steal. You can't spit on him.
Lawson, a birthday boy. What a play.
Good
Shed
choice.
Keeps
Good
his eyes
choice.
up. Walter for three.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. It's all Toronto.
Yeah, Jacoby Walter, high school in Texas, Link Academy, Baylor, first year in Toronto. He's gained a lot of confidence over the years, and that defense is creating a ton of looks, ton of plays. Great finish by Murray Boyles. But the block by A.J. Lawson knocks it away to Shed. Shed's moving his eyes around, finds Boyles. Boyles finds Walter on the kickback. Three. Beautiful, beautiful basketball, spearheaded again by being aggressive defensively on the ball against the Nuggets.
Well, the run just ended because A.J. Lawson called for a goaltend. Hit the glass before he blocked it.
That's a heat check.
Ooh, almost went down. So a 19-0 burst from the Raptors.
Look at Chucky guard this ball.
This is why. Reese Beekman's got to be thinking, is this what it's like when I'm guarding guys? This is no fun. Oh. There's the foul.
The defense, and this is our 5th game in 3 days, but the defense in this tournament and the way people are getting after it with the physicality, with the pressure, with the hand activity. I mean, look at it. I mean, that is hard to go. They're staying in front of the ball the best that they can. Got a little jump on him there. But, man, you just wear people down when you're in their chest and their face on every catch.
That's the thing, is toward the end of a game, I mean, the other team just has to be exhausted mentally and physically.
Jerry Tarkanian, obviously the great coach from here in Vegas, Hall of Famer, statue out front, he said something great about defense. He said, you want the ball to never go through you. You want them to have to pass it around you, over you, but too many times the passer can throw it in places because there's no pressure. You got to throw it around. You got to come up with some creative ways to get rid of the ball against this Raptors team right now, because they make you think about how you're going to make the next play and the next pass. Very little reactive basketball for Denver right now.
Bobo gets through, finds Hepburn. Here comes Beekman, who's got the last 6 for the Nuggets. Donovan Williams, that pass deflected. Chucky Hepburn with another steal. 17 turnovers.
Sprint it back, and Mobo was on the fly after the miss.
Walter, he's got the hot hand. He's earned one of those.
Well, yes, because that's an open shot. But now, if he stays in the game, the key is go figure out another way to score right now. Go back to where you were, get something again off the defense, get in the corner, make a drive, get behind the defense. Don't worry about the next 3, worry about the next play, next pass.
Boo, frustrated with all this pressure. The foul's on Chucky Hepburn.
Well, right now, it's the oldest story in the book, all right? The toughest team, the most aggressive team is one that sets the rules in the game. And that's exactly what's going on, and especially in this second half. Denver did not come back out with the right approach to be on the attack, and Toronto did.
Walter takes a seat with his 18 points, leading the way.
That's the 17th turnover that Denver has had on only 5 assists, Drew. That's the story of the game for Denver.
Williams well short, and Shamshay couldn't squeeze it. 5 assists and 17 turnovers is not the ratio you're looking for on offense.
No, exactly. It's not. And Shamshay's out here carving out the fact that he doesn't have to have the ball to be effective. He's going to get down and guard. Eventually, he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to switch this year.
Curtis Jones doubled. Late shot clock. Liddell, short jumper goes. Fouls on Deron Holmes. The basket's going to count. And Holmes trying to get position.
Yeah, I like Martin. Curtis Jones took the pressure, made a really good pocket pass into there. Look at that pass. Very good. They rotate. Liddell takes the shot. All right, here comes Holmes down. Yeah, that's a push.
Hepburn feeling the pressure from Bowie.
Yeah, I don't know if we can call that in this type of game right now. That's a tough call. All right, because we're letting the game be aggressive. We're letting it be physical. I think they've done a really good job of that. In this game, you could call some hands on a person about 3 times a possession.
Bowie and Hepburn, two Big Ten guys. Hepburn from Wisconsin before he transferred to Louisville. Lobs it up for Shamshay.
Too easy. Too easy. No pressure on the ball. No hands up. Great read. Great read from Chucky to Shamshay.
Here's Bowie. Always a threat to pull up for three. This time he's in the lane. Liddell attacks the closeout, throws it up, and he's fouled.
Yeah, good play, because Bowie had the drive, but he found Liddell there. He was ready to shoot, put it on the ground. That's how you stem the tide. I mean, it's only an 8-point game. But the bottom line is you got to pick up the intensity and get close to playing as hard as Toronto is playing right now.
The Nuggets led by 5 at halftime. Now trailing by 8, and Liddell not a good day at the free throw line. 3 for 7 now.
Yeah, well, he's shooting frustrated free throws. He's standing straight up. He's falling over the line. Bend your knees, come up on your toes, hold your follow through, and make it a swish.
Good call.
It didn't look anything like the first one. It was off the line. You have to get locked back in. And a lot of times it's the breathing that you do when you get to that foul line to settle yourself back in.
Hepburn collects it on the sideline. Attacks Bowie. Fade away. That was deflected. No shot clock reset. Elijah Martin, it's a 3.
Now, to my knowledge, the only guy in the game right now that has played in 2 Final Fours, Elijah Martin. Look at how long he is. That's what people miss about Martin. He's got good length, but he's strong. He did a great job at Florida Atlantic for Dusty May, and then transfers to Todd Golden, helps him win a national championship. He does a lot of things, and the 3 is just one part of his game.
His first 3 points today. All 10 Raptors who have been in the game have scored now. Lawson tried to roll it in. He's fouled. It was on Terrence Hargrove Jr. getting his first run.
It's a great opportunity. I know I said it earlier. It's a great opportunity for somebody in Denver to show leadership. All right, get your team where it needs to be. Don't let people get down or disappointed. Keep it moving. Don't worry about the last play. Get ready for the next play.
Well, Summer League action continues in Vegas on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Golden State and Memphis on NBA TV tonight, and then tomorrow, Phoenix, Minnesota, Orlando, Brooklyn, New Orleans, and Oklahoma City. There are fans singing happy birthday to A.J. Lawson while he's at the free throw line. That's awesome.
Well, I got a reminder on Twitter from Nancy P. Thanks, Nancy P, for the shout out. She must have reminded them as well.
Yes, thank you, Nancy. 25 years old today, A.J. Lawson.
He's a worker. I mean, he's the kind of guy. He's a locker room guy. He's a teammate. He has no issues with the work ethic.
He's celebrating his birthday by playing his tail off.
Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think he knows any other way. I think he came to college that way from Canada. And again, like I said, South Carolina, he was like that every day. He had no choice there. And he is a hungry, hungry guy. Look at him moving his feet. That's pretty good recovery.
Yeah, Shamshay out there on the perimeter. Liddell
missed it. That defense.
Oh, Shamshay tapped it. Bowie has it. Missed it. And then Shamshay grabs the rebound. What a possession.
Oh, he's so improved, being able to move his feet like that and get in recovery.
Williams jumped the passing lane. Shamshay's got to get up and protect the rim here. Oh, he almost blocked it, but Williams with a great finish.
Yeah, very good finish by Donovan Williams. Shamshay is moving his feet, playing with length.
That's a foul on Curtis Jones.
Yes.
Foul, number 25, Curtis Jones. First personal, first in the final minute. Returning for the Raptors, number 11, Colin Castleton.
Castleton sets the screen on Bowie. Hepburn's picked up the dribble. Now mismatch. Colin Castleton against Bowie. Good hands from Boo. Out of bounds. Nuggets ball.
That was a tough place to catch the ball. He had him early. He had him in the block area. Okay, so now really you've got to do, you can turn either way when you catch him in the block, but his first look was to look opposite for a pass rather than turn and make a move, and that allows everybody to get back into position. Colin Castleton's still not that comfortable being on the right block. He never was in college. He was way more of a left block player.
Double foul. It's Liddell and Castleton. E.J. Liddell has been mixing it up today. Watch the left side of your screen.
Yeah, I'd say they both got their money's worth. They go back and look, but they didn't challenge it.
Some of these games get chippy. Jordan Walsh got tossed yesterday in the first half.
Yeah, well, he deserved that after that push.
Lost, great move. Hepburn for three. Offensive rebound. Lawson, the birthday boy. Oh, yeah!
High arching shot. He's got great release point. Shoots at the top of his jump. Puts good arc on it. I like the Liddell Castleton thing. These two dudes are trying to make an NBA club.
Curtis Jones up to 7 points. Still a double-digit Raptors lead after they trailed by 5 at the break. Elijah Martin, oh! Tried to do another Statue of Liberty style dunk, which we saw in the Final Four. Hargrove is fouled, and free throws coming.
Hargrove Jr. was really good in the Atlantic 10. Look at it. Elijah Martin gets by Williams. Just a miss. Go up with 2 hands. All right, it just becomes a tap out. Get in position, go rebound the ball with 2.
Timeout on the floor to check Colin Castleton. Bleeding from his left knee. So for the Nuggets, is it as simple as you got to match the intensity level of the Raptors?
Yes, but it's going to be more than that. They got to make some shots, right? And they got to get more movement. Don't come down and try to make something happen on one side of the floor. I don't think they're utilizing the middle of the floor nearly enough. And I know they don't have the great outside shooting out there. You know, Hunter Tyson makes you guard him, even though he's not shooting the ball great. He makes you guard him because he's such a threat to shoot right now. But I think they got to do more in the middle of the floor, and after maybe a reversal or 2. You're not going to get back in this by just playing iso ball. And but they've got to be able to make sure that they're giving Toronto one shot. You can't get beat like Martin. All Martin did is miss the dunk. He went right by him. He went by Williams on that drive. So it's a couple things. But no, they are not playing as hard as Toronto is.
Terrence Hargrove, 5 years at St. Louis. Now 24 years old, trying to get his chance in the NBA.
If you're Denver, you want them to trap the pick and roll, because what that does allows you to get it into that short roller where they can either get a play with Liddell or they can make a pass. Right now, if you're Toronto, you don't need to do that. You just need to guard your man, and if you get into a screen situation, just switch it, show the length again.
They're borderline unscreenable the way they're chasing guys around on the perimeter.
Well, they fight you because they get up into the ball, right? So they're kind of dictating how they're going to get around the screen because they're up into the ball.
Hargrove defending Hepburn. Good contest on a 3. Rebound out to Jones. Shot clock is off. Jones to the hole. Fouled by Hepburn.
Good drive. He knows how to get fouled. He knows how to get buckets. I'm not coaching this team, but I'd want to see Curtis Jones have that ball in his hands a little bit more to set our offense, right? Even he does a great job. Give credit to Chucky for getting back on a tough 3. But that's a good drive, and Curtis knows how to manipulate that lane area to get baskets.
That's the 27th free throw the Nuggets have taken. They've made 17. Compare that to just 10 free throw attempts for the Raptors. They've made 8. Battle returns for Toronto, replaces Mobo. Curtis Jones, native of St. Paul, Minnesota, Cretin-Durham Hall. Started his college career at Buffalo before he wound up.
Has any good announcer ever come out of Minnesota? Are there any good announcers, up and comers?
Still looking.
Bona fides from Plymouth, Minnesota.
Brad Nessler's from Minnesota. What a legend. Battle banks it in and gives you the MJ on the way back.
All right. Battle is a good player, man. He is so efficient and effective. I'm not sure he works on that shot off the glass, but living right, get a basket go like that.
Watch the shrug.
Look at that, off the glass. You shoot that well, you don't even have to call it. Good job, let him know.
This is a meal, a tender Italian steak and mozzarella sandwich so good you can't stop saying focaccia meal.
Focaccia.
Focaccia, focaccia.
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 Try the new Italian steak and mozz sandwich. It just meals good at Panera.
Alvarez.
Alvarez? Who's Alvarez?
This monitor may not make it. Well, I guess it will.
I gotta hope Boo Boo is okay, because I mean, you could hear that. He hit the table hard.
No question. I thought he was coming over the top, Drew.
Yeah, right in the middle of his back.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could hear him groaning too when he went down, and then Martin and Liddell were going back and forth.
The previous play is under review for a flagrant foul. I'm sorry, hostile act, player altercation.
Watch Boo Booey go flying.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Table.
He was coming right at us. At this point right now, we're bracing ourselves for him to come into us. Hit it hard, no question. That's a basketball play. They're both going for the ball. He didn't hit him on purpose there. They're both competitors going for the ball. In that situation, it's just a tough break.
That's a good sign. Boo Booey gets an ovation as he walks off, including from Elijah Martin. Yeah, you could hear it. So Boo Booey's all right. Good to see him walking off. And then this is the play they're looking at, just to see if there's any hostile act, potential upgrade to the foul. watch Liddell come over and confront Elijah Martin. Nothing dirty there, though.
No, it's a basketball play. It really is. And Liddell, okay, I get what you're defending your teammate. They're both going for a loose ball, right? That's what that is. But you like the guy sticking up for his teammate, no problem.
Frankly, Tom, it's a miracle that all our monitors still work.
Yeah, I know, because this one was ending up on my lap, trying to brace Boo Booey in the back end. Oh, the monitor's coming in.
Yeah.
But we were ready to take a hit, bro.
Yes, we were.
We were not backing out of this.
In this position, you're always in danger. It's a miracle that a ball or a player hasn't come flying over yet. That was close.
Exactly.
Shout out to our outstanding crew here in Vegas. A lot of people here for 2 full weeks, making sure we get on the air. It's a lot of games. It's a big time inventory, and it is hot. So.
And it seems like 2 weeks since they went over to look at the monitor. Come on now. There's nothing there.
Well, thanks everybody making it happen behind the scenes.
Absolutely. I mean, whether it's our ESPN people that are here, which are phenomenal, everybody that Warren Legary and Albert Hall have hired to be a part of this tremendous scene. People with a lot of energy that love basketball, that love being the best at what they do at ESPN, and that's exactly what we've seen here. It's been great.
I'd say it goes for everybody except Steve LeBeau and Dave Freed. Those two guys, incorrigible. We're stuck with Freed tomorrow, our statistician. Steve LeBeau right here. Pretty much everything.
Good man.
Pretty much everything I say comes from a note that this guy wrote.
After review, the common foul on Martin has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 1. The contact is unnecessary and there was potential for injury. Bowie will shoot 2 shots and the ball will be inbounded in the front court. Additionally, after the play, we have taunting double technical fouls on Liddell and Martin. We'll resume play with a side out throw-in for Denver in the front court.
Well, first of all, where is Boo Booey? Is he still out here?
It looks like they walked him back into the back.
So I don't think he's going to be able to shoot.
That's a tough call.
Free throws here.
Right. I mean, that's a tough call. There's hostile acts. There's plays for injury. There's plays for injury a lot. That's 2 guys going for a loose ball. They're going for the ball. I mean, does he get into the hip? Absolutely. But they're going for the ball.
So here's where we get double techs. How that's a technical foul on Elijah Martin, I have no idea.
No, I don't either. I really don't. Liddell came into him. That's a tough play. I mean, it's called what it is. Maybe they're looking at the letter of the law. But that is a basketball play to me. All right, when the 2 guys in that situation are going for the ball.
So Donovan Williams makes them both.
Elijah Martin diving into him. He's trying to get the ball, right?
Yeah, I think he's innocent on those 2 counts. So the flagrant and the technical.
Is what it is. They're trying to earn a living too. Say it all the time. So it is what it is.
Now Martin pestering Beekman, gets to the baseline, finds Jones, corner pocket 3 is a miss. Again, Castleton with that one arm trying to grab the rebound.
Can't do that. I mean, you've got to know that by now. All right, you have got to be able to go up with 2 hands. He's not a guy. There's too many guys in college right now that just play with only 1 hand. You've got to go up and get it with 2.
That was a travel against Jones, so didn't hurt him there. Still a 9-point lead for Toronto. Beekman with the steal. Hepburn in pursuit. Beekman climbing the ladder. 6'1" Reese Beekman with the dunk. Jamison Battle left alone. Beekman hits it ahead. Jones flies in and 1. Not a smart foul by Chucky Hepburn. Curtis Jones a chance at a 3-point play.
Here we go. And I'd get Colin Murray-Boyles or Lawson back in there too. Stem this tide. This group is not as connected right now. There was the foul. Elijah Martin didn't deserve it, but it is what it is. But Castleton, he's just got to be better than that if you're going to make it in this league. You've got to go with 2 hands. You've got to be able to catch the ball with 2 hands.
Missed free throw, still a 6-0 run for Denver. 11-3 extended burst. Shed gets it back from Walter. Jamal Shed trying to steady the ship here. And a foul away from the ball on Spencer Jones.
Yeah, he was holding on the screen, a little bit around the roll from Castleton. It was a good screen by Castleton to free up Shed. Again, momentum is up for grabs right now. 5-point game. Toronto grabbed it a little bit ago. Now Denver took it back. Now it's right there for somebody to take advantage of.
Holmes on an island again. Shed trying to cross up the big man, and a nice finish again. He's done that 3 or 4 times.
Oh, it's so quick too. I mean, he's just so effective. You think Trae Young on that 1-foot shot in the paint is as good as it gets. Jamal Shed's looked as good as it gets today on that 1-foot push.
Jones again, right back at you, same thing.
He can score it now. Yeah, I wouldn't take him out of the game right now if you want to make the comeback.
Castleton gets one to fall. Nuggets are keeping up with the Joneses right now. They got Spencer and Curtis out there. Here's Spencer from Stanford.
That's not there. You got the corner. All right. When you're Jones, you don't have the dive down the middle with Holmes. You've got the corner with Williams. Too many times you drive baseline and you have nowhere to go, so you think you're going to find some of the opening. There's usually going to be somebody in that drift spot, that corner spot. Take advantage of it, replace, and keep it going rather than trying to force a pass in the paint amongst numerous hands.
There you go. Out to the corner. Beekman has it rattle out. Shed puts his head down. Walter missed a 3. Tamar Bates. Here's Holmes. Never had a chance. Holmes started shooting the ball great. Made his first 2 threes. Missed his last 4.
But this is really good for Holmes to have to play through this. These are going to be high-quality minutes the next 7.5 minutes that he has not had any in a long time.
A player they've got high hopes for. Murray Boyle's traveled.
Exactly. Make the simple pass. You got Walter in the corner. That's not your game right now, trying to throw it to a guy moving on from the dunker spot to the opposite side. Make the simple pass. Keep the game going.
Castleton, the steal, and he's fouled. It's on Deron Holmes. Good response from Colin Castleton.
Well, this is not a great pass at all. He's standing straight up. There's just one-hand push. That's an easy steal. There wasn't even that great of pressure on the ball. Take the ball out of bounds. You get into an athletic position. You get some pass fakes. You bend your knees. You don't look at the guy you're throwing it to.
Colin Castleton, 6'11", 250. See Liddell return.
When fatigue sets in like this, and it's been a hard-played game, no doubt, this is where you have to have reminders of yourself and your teammates and your coaching staff. Keep playing low. Keep playing lower. Move your feet. Extend your feet. Be aggressive athletically with the knees bent.
Good screen from Holmes, trying to free up Beekman. Keeps the dribble alive. Castleton defending him on the perimeter. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Castleton is showing that he's going to guard on the perimeter.
Yeah, just kind of ushered him to the sideline.
He's saying, listen, I want to stay in this game. I got to pick my defense up. That's exactly what he did. I like this, though. You got to try to put pressure on these guys, take time off the clock. Don't let them just run the offense that they want.
Shed, that little gather in the finish. That is a nifty move.
Really good. He's got such great hands. So quick on defense. Great job by Shed.
He got all the way back.
Great job by Shed.
He just ran 100 feet.
He sure did. He read it. That was a poor decision of a pass because he was open earlier. But the bottom line is Shed took off. No wasted motion. Plays every possession.
Jones no good. Walter, the one-handed board. Shed's got 14.6 assists. Looking to lose. Beekman finds the open Castleton. They move the ball. Walter just got hammered by Liddell. E.J. Liddell should be thrown out of this game.
That's not.
E.J. Liddell is done. I don't know why he's smiling. He's been getting into arguments the entire game, and now he should be done.
There's frustration, but there's obviously no place for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a wrestling move. He comes down with the elbow.
Yep, no question, no question. And you don't need. You were there. You were there. You don't need to leave your feet. You just wall up and try to challenge the shot. You don't need to prove a point.
Look at Darko getting in there.
The play is under review to determine if it met the criteria of a flagrant foul.
Now, Liddell has a technical foul, but no flagrant foul. So the only way he'd be ejected from the game is if this is upgraded to a flagrant 2.
Well, we're going to call the flagrant 1 on Elijah Martin on Poo-Poo, then this is going to be probably.
This should be like a flagrant 6.
This should not take long if this is the way we're going to call the game. Yeah, that's needless. I mean, it really is. You're trying. That's the kind of toughness that is not going to get you on the court. You had a chance to make a defensive play without having to make the play like that. It's almost the intent to come in and get into his body was there rather than walling up and forcing a tough play.
Walter takes it, gets right up. That's not going to fly.
Look at Darko. That. I don't know. Darko doesn't have a voice, but he's not lost any of his quickness.
Moonlighting as a security guard here.
Because it's not like he's sitting amongst people. Like he had to come out of there.
What do you think, Coach? Make the call.
You got to give him a flagrant 2. Absolutely. If you called the foul first in this, and I hate to see that because you want to see a guy like that succeed. You don't want to see E.J. Liddell be out of a game early, especially after what happened to him 2 years ago. He's trying to make his career here, but you don't need to do that. I mean, there's nothing good happens for players when they're playing frustrated. Yes, you can get angry. Yes, you can get disappointed once in a while, but you can't play frustrated. You're never as good. Your teammates aren't as good. It doesn't work. And that was a frustration foul to me.
He's been getting into it with Raptors from the start. Has escalated to this point, and we'll see what the call is maybe in 2 to 3 business days.
Yeah, I feel for him, man, because again, we talk about Holmes, we talk about E.J. Liddell, both picks that came in here in the first game of their summer leagues that they got hurt, they couldn't play anymore. So you want to see guys like that make it. But you can't be your own worst enemy. You can't get frustrated enough to put the referees in a position to have to call that. But again, how long does this take? Come on, this is.
Been determined that the common foul called on Liddell has been upgraded to a flagrant foul penalty 2. There was wind-up, impact, and follow-through, and there was also potential for injury. Additionally, Castleton is assessed unsportsmanlike technical foul for getting in Liddell's face after the play. Denver will shoot 1 free throw for the technical foul, and Walter, the offended player, will shoot 2 free throws, and Toronto will get the ball at the free throw line extended. Liddell is ejected. Thank you.
That's tough. I mean, that's just it's the game. It's the right call. There's no doubt about it. I think it's more what Castleton said versus where he was at.
Yeah, it was a long time coming there.
Yeah, it really is. But E.J. Liddell is a heck of a young player who just has to keep focusing on the controllables. Getting upset at nothing is not controlling the controllables.
Yeah, so here's the play. You can see this from the start. Watch Castleton come in. Of course, Darko. Because we can't see anything.
No, and Castleton again. It's the right call on Castleton as well.
Yeah, well, you can kind of read his lips here.
Yeah.
So maybe the technical makes sense.
He got the word. He sold it.
Got his money's worth for that one.
I'm a little shocked we haven't seen more Mobo this second half, especially because it's a great time that you can go smaller in this game if you're Toronto. And all of a sudden, Castleton's not doing a bad job defensively. He's playing a lot of minutes as well. And we really haven't seen much of Shamshay, who definitely deserves to be in these games because he's showing you that he's trying to impact the game defensively, not only at the bucket, but on the perimeter as well.
15 minutes for Shamshay, 19 for Mobo. Walters played a game-high 23, and he's got a game-high 20 points. And a stoppage.
Well, I hope you didn't have dinner reservations. In-N-Out's open until probably 2 a.m., so I'm good, but this is taking a while.
Not sure what's going on here. Yeah, you got to shoot the technical free throw, and then it should be Raptors ball.
But it took us 3 minutes to get to that. It is a heck of a game, though. It's only an 11-point game with 6.5 to 6:18 to go. Plenty of time for somebody to take control of this game.
Well, I mean, it was a heck of a game until intermission.
At the time of the flagrant foul, 43 Williams was not in the game. Therefore, one of the 4 remaining Denver players has to shoot it. We are correcting the error. 1 shot for Denver.
Glad we got that sorted.
Yeah, there you go. You know what? That's part of it. Now, okay, it's like a player. I mean, now you just go and call the game the way it's a physical game. It's an aggressive game. You've established you're not going to let it get goofy. Now let's play.
All right, here we go. 6 minutes and change to play. 10-point Raptors lead. That's a kick by Holmes.
Win or lose, you got to be happy with what Deron Holmes II is doing in this group. I mean, he's out here, he's playing, he's confident, he's going to get a lot better.
Got 10 rebounds to go with his 8 points. Shooting it well at the start.
He didn't have to go out and guard on the perimeter a lot in college, and he's learning how to do that.
Trying to navigate the screen and trying to stay with Shed. 5 to shoot. You see the Virginia teammates excited for Reese Beekman over there on that baseline.
Yeah, we got Caden Shedrick over there as well with Ryan Dunn.
There's Castleton turning over that left shoulder. That's where he's more comfortable.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Dealing with Holmes is tough.
In college, he was probably well over 80% of the time over the left shoulder, and he's good at it.
Holmes passes up the 3, drives the closeout.
That was 3 fouls on that one play.
By Castleton.
But he put his hands into it when he started the drive.
The Deron Holmes will shoot free throws when we come back. 10-point lead for Toronto.
NBA2K26 Summer League is proud.
flagrant 2 on E.J. Liddell. Darko Rajakovic coming over to make sure that Jacoby Walter, his player, didn't get into trouble there. Colin Castleton got a technical foul, so Liddell's done. And all that has happened halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I thought maybe Joe Mazzulla or Jason Kidd would be the quickest reaction. Darko's right there with those guys right now as a head coach reaction. That short space quickness that players have to have. I was referring to the athleticism. Yeah.
Murray Boyles.
Good drive.
Yeah, got fouled by Beekman on his way to the basket.
Good drive. He knows how to get fouled. He's powerful. He's got 2 strong hands. He goes up strong.
Donovan Williams called for the foul, not Beekman. Murray Boyles to the stripe. 1 for 2 there today. 6 points. Defense impressive. All over the floor.
Oh, yeah. And again, we talk about what's going to get him on the floor besides the defense. Being able to get to the rim, rebound the ball, drive the ball, and then get fouled like he did there.
2 for 2 for Murray Boyles. Beekman finds Jones. Williams from the corner. Good bat by Jones. Keeps it alive.
Jones has got to be more aggressive offensively.
Beekman left it short. Williams had a hand on it. That'll stay here with the Nuggets.
Jones is passing the ball too much. He's a very good three-point shooter. I know it's part of the, you know, the swing when you get the ball in that slot area to kick it to the corner or vice versa. But knock down the shot. You're a good shooter. Don't overpass it right now. A lot of game left.
Yeah, Jones just 1 for 4 from the floor. Spencer Jones giving it up to
nice pass.
Oh, Bates rejected by Shamshe.
I think everybody forgot he came in.
Running the floor.
Show us what you got. Great driving pass. Look at him. That's what you need. They've grabbed momentum back in Toronto.
And Beekman dribbled it off his leg. Jamal Shed with the pressure.
I love Shamshe. He is so much better than what he was when he went into the draft. So much better. Look at this guy. He's pushing the ball. He's aggressive. He's on the glass. He blocks the shot. Get out of there. And then he takes off. Look at his strides. Look at the strides with that. He's down the floor so fast. Great pass.
Williams comes flying in, gets fouled by Walter, who wants a review. Toronto has not used a challenge yet. Yeah, I think they're going to right here. Yeah, we got a green light special. James Wade twirling the finger. Raptors challenge. Up by 12 with 4:23 to play. And welcome everyone on ESPN to the Pavilion in Vegas.
Walter makes a legal block on the play. Therefore, the call on the floor is overturned to a no call. As a result, the challenge is successful. At the time of the whistle, neither team had imminent possession. Therefore, we will have a jump ball center circle between any two players who were in the game, and the shot clock reset to 24. Toronto was charged a timeout. They retain their ability to challenge one more time in the game.
There's a call from Tyler Markovich. Glad to have you with us here as we come down the home stretch of this Summer League game between Toronto and Denver. The Raptors undefeated, looking to move to 3-0 and stay in the hunt for one of those top 4 spots to get into the Summer League semifinals. Nuggets looking for their first win here in Vegas. Along with the coach Tom Crean, I'm Drew Carter. Melanie Ricks with us as well. The Raptors trailed by 5 at halftime of this game. They dominated the third quarter, doing what they have done all week, which is play with elite intensity and guard their tails off.
Absolutely. They've been forcing 31 turnovers a game in the first 2 games on 16 steals. Inside of that, I mean, they are showing their length. They get up into your chest. They communicate their switches. And they are really, really hard on the half court right now to be able to get any offense going up being driven by.
So with no imminent possession, it'll be the centers jumping it. Deron Holmes and Ulrich Shamshe. And Shamshe wins it for Toronto, but Walter can't save it back. Tamar Bates the steal for Denver. Walter ends up with it. Top 20 pick out of Baylor a year ago, and he's fouled.
And he's had a very good all-around game. He gets involved in everything. He's shooting the ball well. He's driving it. He's attacking. He's getting steals. Jacoby Walter is trying to do everything he can do to make sure there is no question he's going to be part of that rotation in Toronto this year, and then some.
He's the top scorer in the game with 20. Jamal Shed at the wheel for this Toronto offense. Walter again. Air ball. Beekman hits it ahead. Great pass to Jones for 2.
Great pass. Curtis Jones got out. Those are 2 guards that can handle the ball. Curtis Jones has had a really good game.
Curtis Jones with 14 points off the bench to lead the way for the Nuggets. He's 6 for 7 from the floor. There's the birthday boy, A.J. Lawson. He's fouled. And Lawson will head to the stripe.
Hey, you got to make that. If you're A.J. Lawson, you want to put that in, make that an and one, but he is so quick getting that ball out. But look at the vision. Reese Beekman looking up. That looks like the Indiana Pacers throwing the ball ahead like that in the NBA playoffs. But that is where this game is at. You've got to be able to look up. You've got to be able to get out on the wings and run. And when you can get plays like that, it elevates everybody's energy on the team.
A.J. Lawson turns 25 today. Former standout at South Carolina, and listen to the crowd again singing him happy birthday.
They're just trying to get on TV. That's about the 6th time they've sang.
Hey, you know what? We're going to do it for him.
You don't get that many when you're 5 years old and having a birthday party at McDonald's or Chuck E. Cheese.
And he rewards him with 2 free throws.
Absolutely. He's a good player. He's averaging 21.5 in the 2 games prior coming into this game.
He got 15 today. Leads back to 12 for the Raptors. Curtis Jones for 3. He is smoking hot.
Count that. He is very comfortable. And he can keep backing up. He's got great range. Get to the rim.
Jamal Shed played 75 games for the Raptors as a rookie. Lost the ball. One-on-one. Tamar Bates lefty finish.
Nice move by Bates. Nice move. He's playing hard. He's being aggressive. He made a couple plays in the paint. I still think Spencer Jones has got to be a little bit more part of this offense.
There's their top 10 pick. Colin Murray-Boyles got positioning and got the foul.
Yeah, he's reading the game well. This is his 2nd game that we've seen him. He's on the glass. He's defending. He's getting to the foul line.
Ulrich Shamshe takes a seat. 19-year-old from Cameroon. What a cut. It's Walter. 25 points, or 22 points for Jacoby Walter.
Just too easy. He was open early and he was open late. There was no pressure on the cutter or the pass. Great pass by Murray Boyles, though. There's Mobo. We were waiting on him to get back. He just spreads out and guards, can guard 1 through 5.
He played a ton for the big club this year. Jones is fouled. Relentless Raptors defense.
He catches his ball. Colin Murray Boyles, his eyes are up right now. It's almost like he's open early. Now he's open late. All right, just no communication, not ready to play it. Did a great job of getting his hand extended, set it up. There's the handout. He threw it to that outside hand. Good layup, good play by Murray Boyles.
That was a blown coverage. And then Jones on the other side cuts and scores and one. Spencer Jones, a chance to make this a 6-point game.
He said it. He's too unselfish. I mean, this guy's he's a good player. He's confident. You know, he's strong. He can make threes. He hasn't had a good statistical day, but he's fully capable coming out of Stanford. Fully capable. Great curl. Another great pass on the out-of-bounds play. But again, there's no real ball pressure on these out-of-bounds plays. So these are like you're throwing the pass against a cone. I mean, you just got to get up and you got to pressure the ball. I mean, this is a possession game now. You got to put more pressure on the passing, whether it's inbounds or out-of-bounds.
6-point game. 54 combined fouls called in this game, a 40-minute game. Bobo finds Walter back door. Jacoby Walter slashing to the basket.
Jacoby Walter has shown us his game today.
Curtis Jones too strong. Walter the rebound. 24 points for the second-year pro.
Yeah, this is a big possession now. Get something here and go up 10 with under 2. Need a good shot, good pass.
Pocket pass, Shen to Mobo, double-digit lead.
Really good pocket pass. The ball pressure has not been there for either team right now, but that's just too easy for the Raptors to get that pass.
That's too easy of a steal for Walter. Showtime pass to Lawson. He kept it alive, but threw it to the wrong team. Beekman the steal for Denver. Bates was blocked by Shed. He can really defend. Curtis Jones cashes out on an open 3.
Yeah, stay up. You're fighting back in. Stay up and pressure the ball. If you're Denver, you want to play good, solid defense. That's too easy.
Murray Boyles like a wide receiver on a fade. And then a takeaway from Deron Holmes pushing the floor. Beekman on the drive. Kick it out to the corner for Bates. Splash! Big shot for Tamar Bates. It's a 4-point game.
Really good play. Because there was a chance he had the cutter in the middle of the floor to drop it off, but he does the right thing, throws it to the corner, and Tamar Bates is ready to shoot the ball. Excellent pass. Look at Bates is down. He's ready to step. No wasted motion. Holds his follow-through, sees it go through the rim. Great pass, great shot. A lot of time. You don't need a foul. You need to just guard.
Spencer Jones chasing Walter all the way up the floor. Jacoby Walter peels it back. Shed out of control. Got the whistle.
It's the right call. Bit delayed, but it's still the right call. Shed is smart. Yeah, he gets away with a little bit of offense, but Jones is standing straight up. Hands are inside his body a little bit. That's like a veteran move right there. Yep. Great job. He created the contact. Shed was one of the best in college basketball at a lot of things. Creating contact on his drives was one of those things.
Jamal Shed was the Big 12 Player of the Year and National Defensive Player of the Year as a senior at Houston.
You could argue that if he hadn't got hurt in the NCAA tournament, it could have very well been Houston moving forward and ended up with a chance to play a team like UConn a year ago. But Jamal Shed meant everything to that team. He was so well coached by Kelvin Sampson and that group, but he is a pure winner.
5-point lead with a minute to go. Bates thought about it. Back to Curtis Jones.
Don't force.
Not even close on that three.
Exactly. Still get in the paint. It's a 5-point game. You don't have to sit on the perimeter. Draw some help.
Lawson soaring in. That should be the dagger. A.J. Lawson with 17. Oh, Spencer Jones keeping things interesting. Leads down to 4.
You don't need to foul. Just guard, force a tough. There we go.
Not sure Tamar Bates meant to foul.
No, it's tough. But you know what? The glass half full, there was only like 2 seconds brought off the clock. So you're still in good shape with that. Glass half empty. Come on, don't foul there.
You gotta look at Andrew Munson, the Nuggets Summer League head coach, and there's James Wade from the Raptors.
Both James and Andrew have done a really good job coaching these teams today. They've done a good job in this tournament, trying to do everything that the big clubs want them to do, the style of play that they want to play.
Shed missed another one.
That walked off the line. You got to go straight up. You don't bounce. And you don't walk off the line. You just go straight up, plant your feet, hold your follow through.
$16 points and 8 assists for Jamal Shed. Here comes Beekman. Bates gives it up. Jones again. Spencer Jones catching fire late. This is a 2-point game. Walter pressured by Deron Holmes, and there's the foul.
All right, that's not bad. Spencer Jones, hey, I hope he learned something from this summer league. Be more aggressive early, looking for your shot. Those shots he's ready to shoot, and that's good defense by A.J. Lawson. He's there on the pass, but he stayed in his shot. He's got good form. He reaches up. Certainly he's got the physical body to be an NBA player, but you can keep proving you can shoot the ball at a high level in games like this.
So the Joneses have combined for 24 points in the fourth quarter. Curtis Jones has 15. Spencer Jones has 9. This next one's a big one for Walter. Can make it a 2-possession game.
Fell back, fell off the line.
Still a 3-point lead. No timeouts for the Nuggets.
Drive the ball. Drive the ball. Create some help.
Yeah, Lawson fouled Beekman.
Took a little bit to get going, but he gets it down. They've got good spacing. Breaks it down. Heads to the rim. Not a bad foul by A.J. Lawson. You don't swing it across the perimeter when you're in a comeback game. Make that first pass get you in the paint, so you have a chance to create some help situations, rotations, and either get a bucket down low or be able to kick it out.
Are you fouling immediately after the free throw?
No, I'm going for a steal. I'm going for a tie-up trap. Then we'll foul.
Toronto takes their final timeout. Reese Beekman has made this a 1-point game.
Yeah,
it's intense already. Raptors are trying to stay undefeated.
The truth about DIY is you never really do it all by yourself.
Because this setup took 2 videos and a quick demo.
You can change your color.
Castleton comes in to defend his teammate. He gets a technical foul. All of that happened in the first few minutes of the fourth quarter. And the physicality is nothing new for the fourth. It's been that way the entire game. As we welcome you courtside here at the Pavilion, Drew Carter and Tom Crean. And Tom, it might be a summer league game. It might not matter, you know, wins and losses, but it matters to these guys.
It matters.
Right?
You're trying to earn a living. You're trying to get a check from these teams. I never agreed with that call on Martin at the end. That was a basketball play to me, and you hate to see Boo Booey get hurt like he did. But E.J. Liddell, he did not need to do that. There's no value in frustration because now your team is playing without you in a 2-point game, 1-point game.
As the Raptors tried to inbound the ball, a foul away from it. So this should be an away from the play foul. And free throw on the ball for Toronto. Yeah, Walter's going to shoot it.
There's value to sticking up for your teammates in those situations, but there's no value to putting yourself in jeopardy to be out of the game when your team is counting on you.
So Walter makes the free throw. Now 2-point game, and that's big because if the Raptors make 2 more free throws, it's back to a 4-point game. Jameson battle flashes, no foul yet. Here comes the double in the corner, battle in trouble. Shed's got it. Over to Walter. 6 seconds left. Lawson's fouled by Beekman, and he's going to be serenaded again by the crowd.
Yeah, as soon as you got it out of the trap, you did a great job putting pressure on the ball, getting into that trap. But once the ball was passed out, then you got a foul. They were right where they needed to be, but they escaped it. That's where you don't let them get that second pass and then third pass across the top.
Murray Boyles returns, replaces Battle. AJ Lawson hearing it again. He's Canadian, playing for the Raptors from Brampton, Ontario. And he makes them both. This is a 4-point game with 4.5 to play.
He just gave himself a birthday present right there, finishing it off.
A clock malfunction. The clock started before anyone touched it. Once you go back to 4.5.
A.J. Lawson, just such a hard-playing player. He's played numerous NBA games with different teams. And just getting a consistent shot, doing a good job, and getting a little bit more consistent in decision-making. It's going to let him carve out the kind of career he needs because he's got everything else.
Here's Beekman trying to draw the foul. Nothing doing. That's how this one comes to a close. The Raptors move to 3-0 here in Summer League, and they are right in the mix for a Summer League championship.
They earned this one, though. Denver did not go away. Impressive effort by Denver with all the drama that we had inside the game, losing Boo Booey, losing E.J. Liddell. But Toronto, and Shamshay comes back into that game and changes momentum when it was close. Toronto's got a lot of things to look forward to, Drew.
Well, by virtue of their enormous win over Chicago in their first game, they've got the best point differential here in Summer League, and that's the tiebreaker when more than 2 teams are tied. So 7 teams are 3-0, but the Raptors with this win move into first place, and only the top 4 teams qualify for the semifinals. Like, these guys clearly want to win. When they get out there, they get after it, and they guard better than anybody we've seen, especially on the perimeter.
Yeah, and it's consistent. And for a while, even tonight, it was businesslike. It wasn't that high level of energy, but it was efficient. They were doing their job. But there are times where they